Welcome, y'all. We're gonna wait till a few more people joins. Arnold, whenever you join, leave a comment here because I'd like to bring you up and find out who told you that. See if you'll share with us. Because out there was a pretty bold statement that you made on Facebook against me. Hey, Katie. Y'all like, share the video. Let's see if we can get them in here. Because this area is going to be an interesting one and probably a long one tonight. Or then again, it might be short and sweet. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, Stevie. I see you're in here, bub. This ain't about you all tonight, Stevie. This right here is about a comment that was made on Facebook saying that I was the one that made the 911 call and had Jim unalived. Y'all, I'm talking about Jimmy Lee Howard. His ex-wife will be in here shortly. You go home, bugger. Hey, Mom. Y'all, we're mainly waiting on, I can't even remember the name, y'all. Arnold McCoy. Leave a comment if you're in here, bub. I just want to see who told you that I made the 911 call that night. Y'all like and share this video because this is going to be a long, good one. It's going to bring out a lot of truth now that I got permission from the kids and the ex-wife. What are you doing up in Columbus, bugger? Thank y'all for joining. But no, like I was telling them on my TikTok, you all, I was not the one that called 911 that night that Jimmy Lee was on the live. Y'all's more than welcome to request them 911 calls, because there was more than one. One of them was his own. I wouldn't doubt it, bugger. It's legal. Lord. But no, to all the people keep saying that I called 911 that night, y'all, please request them audio on that. I really want y'all to know who called that night. Because I can promise you on everything, it was not me. It's the same people I'm battling against right now with my daughter that had to do with that. If you want to be 100% honest. I told you all, whenever I said things go a lot deeper than anybody would ever believe and you can't just explain it in one video, I didn't lie. But y'all, it's getting real tiring seeing them comments on there saying that I had something to do with Jimmy Lee. For one, the reason I started this don't even have nothing to do with that. But since now I got a following and the family said I could, now I don't mind one bit to tell you all what happened that night. Because I was the only one there. Well, besides the hundreds of cops we had up there and on our hauler. Hang on, booger. It's still showing slow. A lot of people think you have a shady past because of Jimmy. Yeah, that's because we ain't told everybody the truth on who called 911 that night and how they knew to call 911 that night. Because booger, it's the same ones that's over on Long Branch right now. But I don't know where the other one's at. But we're going to watch and not say no names. Not very many. But y'all, Jim definitely does deserve justice because he was murdered that night. I mean, unalived. I apologize. I don't think I'm allowed to say that. But all the truth is going to come out. Karen will be in here shortly. But I don't know if everyone else is like me. I would like to know who told Arnold, because he's got plenty of time what time he's at work to get on here, watch all my videos, like them, and comment. But as soon as I call him out on a comment that he lied on, he won't get on here. But yet he'll sit here and message me, y'all, but he ain't got time to get on here and talk. I'll show you the messages he's sending right now. If I knew how to turn it around, I would for y'all. But they'll post a public comment, being big and bad, acting like they know this and that. But then they'll hop in Messenger and be like, oh, I didn't know. Well, then go take your comment down. Why didn't you do that? Because you just want a little bit of attention, and now you got it. Too bad it's not the attention you wanted. Marie, I don't know who said that. Can you tell us who did, please? I would invite you on here. This is about Jimmy Lee, Renee, where everybody's saying that I called 911, that I had something to do with him being unalived. No, it's the same bunch I'm sitting there fighting against right now. I had to do with that. And Karen will be in here in a minute. Y'all can go read the comments. No, Frida, I sure haven't, because the cops around here won't do their job. That's another reason why I'm here too. Because if they would have done their job that night, y'all, I can promise on everything I love, Jimmy Lee would have been alive right now. And no, I'm not just saying that. I'm just now allowed to say that. Y'all's more than welcome to tag his mom in here that's been going and running my name through the dirt saying I was on drugs, this and that. Carolyn Howard, you love coming on lives. You love attention. Come on in here. And I do too, Frida. Thank you so much. Carolyn, you love attention. Come in here. Let's hear your side of the story on what happened to your son that night. I'm sorry, you are, but the truth's going to come out. Everybody, feel free to share them. Send them the video. Because y'all, it really does bother me whenever people says that I was the one that got one of my friends unalived. Whenever I was the one up there in tears, begging them damn state troopers not to shoot my friend. Y'all wasn't there. John Herman, your ass wasn't there either, buddy. You was one of the last ones to show up and wouldn't even show up down there. You could have talked to Jim. You know you could have. But just like now, you're probably sitting on your fat ass, high on pills. Sorry, y'all. That is just a fact. They won't do their job. They won't serve papers when they're supposed to. And whenever they do it on their own terms. I'm done with it. Everybody wants to act like John Herman's all innocent, this and that. Listen, he's got more blood on his hands than what any of y'all would ever know. And Jimmy Lee's one of them that he could have prevented. I'm sorry to hear that, Frida. But y'all, I'm sorry to get on here and rant like this. As I said, I've always wanted to make videos and stuff. I definitely didn't want to do it like this. I'd rather be out shooting vlogs or something with Ada. But no, I got to deal with this stupid crap, y'all. But I'm really glad that Arnold brought that up and brought it to everybody's attention. Because the family gave me full permission. And I'm really hoping Karen joins up right here in a minute. She's out there working on her car right now. Welcome, Cameron. Hey, Kobe. Y'all, I promise you, whenever I get my daughter, there's going to be less drama on this. But might as well just go ahead and get the facts out what time we can. What time it's got attention to it. Has anybody in here? Well, I know there's a few in here that's heard about that case. Has anybody in here heard about the lies? About me calling 911? I'm just curious, y'all. Because I'd love to know where they're coming from. Y'all thought that there was one thing, like Booger said there a while ago. Yeah, that there's one thing, it's making you look bad. Not no more. Because now the truth's going to come out. And who was that said that in the chat a while ago, y'all? Hang on. Marie Horman. Marie, would you like to get on here? And tell us how you know they didn't? I'm just curious. Since you know that person didn't, maybe you know who did, maybe you heard them. I don't know who she is, Marie. I apologize. Okay, I'm not sure who you're talking about. But not once did I say who called 911. Well, I did say his aunt called 911. That was one of the 911 calls that night. You're saying no on what? No on his aunt call? So I'm pretty sure the 911 audio states different. And Miss Daya, I cannot answer you right now. Sorry about that. Y'all, we got 31 people in here. Well, Stevie, ain't nobody want to talk about that? You want to turn in your badge today and go work for a different department? Somewhere you can do your job? They done made me mad today. Might as well do something. It's okay, Marie. I'm just done with all the lies and people saying that they know this, this. Ain't nobody knows shit besides the law enforcement that was there that night and myself. And Jim's cousin, that was his neighbor at that night, came out after everything was said and done. Hey, Edie. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, that's fine, Marie. I was just saying there was also more than one 911 call made. And I personally believe that it came from Long Branch. But y'all is more than welcome to request that 911 call. It's public information. Welcome, Courtney and Joseph. Yeah, I probably could go get a copy of the 911 report. I could probably go get a copy of the statements and stuff that I did that night on video. But I don't know how much Karen and Bubbins want me to release to the public right now. That's the reason I'm kind of waiting on her to join y'all. Y'all, whenever y'all see comments on my status and makes y'all wonder and question if I'm legit or not, y'all shoot me a message. Y'all's not bothering me. I ain't got nothing to hide, nothing to... I mean... Just doing everything I can, y'all, to get my daughter. Thank you, Tanya. Marie, you keep saying that. Can you tell us who did? Give us the name. Give us proof. I understand that. I don't know exactly who you are either. I would just like facts. Because I did not say that. And Linda wasn't the only one that was on 292 that night. And y'all, that there was before my DVO and everything was in effect. I do believe. Y'all got any more questions or anything? I just wanted to go live and address that. That's what I was thinking too, Caitlin. I was thinking someone was in their ear saying, I didn't call. Whenever 911 audio won't lie. I'm so tired of them dogging my name, Katie and Sissy. Every one of y'all. Y'all know me. Stevie, you know me better than probably anybody. Yes, it does, Sissy. But I've literally sat here this many years letting people run their mouth, just so them kids could get justice and get closure that they deserve. And they ain't even got that yet, so we're done. Them kids know the truth. I should not still talk to them kids. Well, whenever I see them. Y'all, I do not have nothing to hide. They do. Well, see, Katie, it don't matter. But you're right. You're 100% right. Y'all, and I got a feeling Monday, John Kirk's going to get a big surprise. We may just throw him a party. I really appreciate that, Tony. I do. I know, Sissy. I know. He wasn't done fighting yet either. And he still ain't. Frida, whenever they let a child sit over there and do whatever she wants whenever she's 14, she has the freedom of an adult. They don't want structure. They don't want to come live with the dad that wants the right thing for them. The education. Thank y'all so much. I take pride in that. Y'all gonna make me blush. I figure I'd get red for getting mad on here. 36 people in here. Thank y'all so much. Y'all, without y'all, I wouldn't be able to get this stories and stuff out the way that I am. And they're not gonna back me down. Mom, you know that. You couldn't even get me to quit. Hey, Renee. Renee Karen should be in here in a minute. Mom and Sissy, I don't like that little talk in the chat. Makes me nervous. Y'all, I think I finally gave my mom some gray hair if she don't dye them out. Yeah, I'm in Kentucky, Tony. It don't do no good. They won't serve nothing. They've got probably stacks of papers down there like this from myself that they won't go serve. But yeah, if she goes down there and files something, if I broke mine, Mine right now? Oh, you best believe they'd be up here knocking on my door wanting to come pack me out. And again, it all comes down to John not wanting to get off his fat, lazy hind end. Stevie, you're still in here. Go give him a little shock or something. Move him. Tell him that you want to work, bud. If not, go over to Paintsville, McGoffin County. They would have you because you got a good heart, man. Don't let him use you as a little pawn. Don't go down for him. I know you do, Mom. But, y'all, I've had so many people message me, you need to quit now. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. No, y'all, I do know what I'm getting myself into. I've been into it for a long time. I'm tired of it. They don't want me to come out and say what all I know. Because, y'all, as I said last night, I was a part of this welfare system from the day I took my first breath. And I'm telling, because there's a few in here that works down there. So there's a few in here that knows. They better be a couple women that's down there. Go ahead and resign. And it's ones that's been there for quite a while. It's ones that's handled my case whenever I was a child. Sissy, they won't do it. You tried to, and look how they done you. When they're on Caleb's case. It's bullcrap. You're right, Tanya. I'm not going to quit. My baby's what I'm living for. If I back down now, I ain't got nothing to live for. And I got plenty of stuff to live for, so don't ever take it as me saying it like that. But I'm just done with all the rumors. Like, it needs to go back to the old days. Like, I'm not saying forget all this law stuff, but I know a lot of this could have been settled in the backyard. Appreciate that, Tony. Thank you, Frida. Y'all, thank y'all so much. I'm telling you. I'm just glad the truth's coming out and everybody's starting to see it. There's a lot of people hating that the truth's coming out because there was so many people have dogged me and dogged multiple other people over me. I've lost a lot of good friends over lies and rumors. Friends. My circle's very small now, y'all. Mom, I see your comment there. Yeah, I know. How do you think it made me feel? Well, I was probably a baby and I don't remember. But they know I remember some stuff. And John Kirk, if you or your wife's in here, do you remember up Wolf Creek you bringing Dad home a couple times? Whenever you was deputy for Daryl Young? I do. You're exactly right, Tanya. And they ain't very many. And family ain't family like it used to be either. That's the sad part. Family will turn on you faster than anybody. Ain't nobody wants to see nobody succeed, y'all. That's everybody's problem. Like me and my buddy, whenever he goes and gets something, I'm not sitting there looking like, oh, I want that. How could he get that? That's how a lot of people look. I'm like, oh, heck yeah, that's nice. That's cool. People's just got the wrong outlook on life. Mom, you know what I'm talking about on that situation. People looking at you because you got something nice, and then you got 15 rumors going around to the point to where you don't even want to have something nice no more, y'all. You're just like, forget it. If I get something nice, there's going to be 15 rumors started on me. You got to request a change of venue if I do that, Tanya, and I've got court on the 12th now. It was supposed to be on the 5th, but now they moved it till the 12th, so everything's supposed to be settled. It's supposed to be settled on the 12th, y'all. I'll find out if I get to keep my home, if I get custody of my daughter back, and if my divorce is completely final, because I'm still married. 14 years and 1 day. Congratulations to me. You're exactly right, Mom. Your family will get mad at you faster than your friends will for you succeeding. You know that better than anybody. Because you went from, Mom, to making the whole family proud. Even the sheriff's office don't even know what to do no more. They ain't got nobody to bug. They ain't got you to bug. Oh, wait, we don't have a sheriff's office no more, y'all. Y'all, they ain't lying whenever they say that they don't have enough people to have out. Do y'all ever think that there's a reason that John can't keep deputies down there? And all the good deputies has went to other counties. Just like, well, one of them's running for sheriff, y'all. He had to leave because he couldn't work here. But y'all, like I said, I'm not campaigning for anybody. I'm not doing this for politics crap. But I will say this: if you vote for John Herman, actually, I don't even know how he's getting voters, y'all. Because whoever's voting for him, if they're anything like him, they're probably too lazy to get up and go vote. And with all the comments and stuff, people saying I hate cops, this and that. No, I don't, y'all. I love law enforcement when it's done right. But y'all, I don't think they're wanting to join. I don't know how much longer I should stay live. As long as y'all's in here talking, I'll stay on. But since we got 34 people on here, again, I'm going to repeat this, y'all. Request the 911 audio call the night they unalived Jimmy Lee Howard. Y'all, this county's about to have a totally different outlook on me. I can tell you that. And on this whole situation. Because, y'all, my hands are clean. That's the reason I can get on here and do this. That's the reason I don't mind you all questioning me and stuff. You're probably right, Mike. Mom, I wouldn't be pushing no politics in here. I don't care if you do, though. I really don't. You can get on here. Mike, that's the reason I've been getting out and following them. Making sure somebody's out there. Whenever I see them, I'm just going to go help them out from now on. They ain't got nobody. We the people, we're going to have to get out and patrol. Going to have to figure out how to shut them down there. Now, there's a fact. Because once all this comes out, a lot of John's cases ain't going to stick, y'all. And I don't care to be the one to get on here and talk about it, since a lot of people don't want to. Y'all, I've been told by so many people, Mom, you're one of them. You need to quit. He's not just going to go for you. He's going to go for your family. He's going to get them in trouble. Do you know they plant stuff? Y'all, Y'all know he plants stuff? Yeah, everybody does. Y'all just be prepared for it. That's what I keep telling everybody. They're like, quit posting videos. Quit, you're just making them mad. Y'all, whenever he does plant something on us, y'all will know. So, and any time that he would like to go for drug tests for anybody on here that's calling me out for a drug test, saying I've used to use drugs and all that because my teeth. Y'all, I've never used drugs in my life. Now, I was an alcoholic in the past, but I've never used any drugs in my life. Well, sissy, I'm going to speak out no matter what. Now, I don't care. We got the teeth issue. We're getting it fixed. So, I'm not going to back down from him at all. He does not scare me. Me or my family does not do anything to get in trouble. So what's he got on us? Nothing. That there's what's irritating the heck out of me, y'all. Because none of my family's doing anything to get in trouble. So he ain't got nothing on me. Seriously, no offense, but the hate comments on here still attracts the same attention as a positive comment. Actually, the hate comments on here sometimes attracts more attention to it, so I'm not even deleting them no more. I'm just letting the people get them. That's crazy. That's not the only story I've heard like that, though, Mike. Not at all. To all the new viewers in here, I spent 2 months over in Johnson County this year from January 14th to March 14th for absolutely nothing over a Facebook message. That could have or could have not have been me. It's not even, that don't even hold up in court, y'all. And what time I was in there, I lost absolutely almost every tool I had out here, including a four-wheeler also. Do you think I got any of that back with this law enforcement? No. Matter of fact, has anybody in here got anything back that they've reported stolen that themselves or their neighbors or friends ain't found for them? I'd like to know how much the sheriff's office has actually found for them. Y'all, I've got more family in here on this chat right now than just right here about like a family reunion. The closest thing we've had to one in a long time. Sorry, y'all. I know my eyes are rough. I am tired. Well, why don't you get on here and talk? You love making videos. I'm inviting you. We have to mute her. No, we won't do that. She'd call the house. You can't mute Mom. I'm looking for a way to invite. Oh, I figured it out. See, y'all, I really don't know what I'm doing on here. And if I can do that, you all can do it. Y'all just can't be embarrassed to pull out a camera or anything like that. And don't go and try to do what I'm doing if you and your family are in a bunch of illegal stuff, because they are going to tear you all up. Mom, join up in here. I sent you an invite. Hey, Andy. How's your dad and Uncle Bob? Well, good. Get Mamo on there, too. That would get interesting. What are you doing over here and you didn't even come see me? Y'all see? There's another thing. It works both ways. Phone calls do. Mom. God's got his hands on us, Cantrell. I really, really appreciate that. Y'all, all these prayers, y'all wouldn't believe. Like, I see them every day. I'm like, okay, I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. Y'all, I went through Wendy's. This right here is before I even started posting these videos. I was on the phone with one of my good buddies, like a brother to me. And I was going through Wendy's and I was sick to my stomach, so I wasn't getting nothing to eat. But Misty, she was hungry. I'd be daggone if people in front of me didn't pay for my meal, so of course I'll pay for the one back behind me. No big deal. Honestly, the meal back behind me was cheaper than the one that we ordered. But I asked that woman, I said, well, how many people's done that? You all, an hour or two before I got there, everybody in that line at Wendy's was paying for everybody's meal. Y'all, that right there was amazing. And it made my day. Like, I'm just like, okay, there's my sign. Y'all, I look for little signs like that. And y'all, everybody needs to do that. Like, don't get mad if you go down the road and you're having a bad day already and you get a flat tire. Y'all think about it. It could have been so much worse. What if you got a flat tire in a curve and it blew out? You flipped that car over top the hill or it ran you into somebody. Think positive. Don't think negatively about any situation, y'all. You could be having the worst day ever. Trust me, somebody's having a lot worse. Y'all ever need somebody to talk to? Hop on a live. Look, I got 30 people in here to talk to. You're right, Sissy. It is a blessing. Thank you, Tom. But y'all, without God, ain't none of this possible. And I know I don't go to church every Sunday, and I cuss, I sin, I do. But I'm trying not to, and I'm trying to improve, and I'm trying to do better. And I am doing better. If y'all would have seen me 2 years ago, I was a totally different person. I was still a good person. Never done done anybody wrong. Y'all, even when I was drinking, I went to my bedroom. I didn't try to bother nobody. Now, I'm not saying I wasn't a dummy sometimes. If y'all look at the arrest report on me, y'all, it'd really make y'all laugh if y'all figured out who called 911 every time I've been arrested. Y'all drunks are funny, but it's not good. What's up, y'all? From Martin County, Kentucky, bub. Hang on, see what Whitney said. What if you get a flat tire and save it you from going 5 more miles down the road and getting into a fatal accident? God knows all things. He has a reason for everything. You are exactly right, Whitney. There's a reason for absolutely everything. That there's what I keep telling everybody. They're like, you got to quit. You got to quit. There's a reason I'm doing this. There's something that made me want to keep pushing the way that I am. I know my sobriety is one of them because back whenever I was drinking, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now because then I'd just be coming home. Ain't nobody wants to listen to an alcoholic. Hey there, mom. Hey, Claudia. Y'all, Claudia sent me a video of mine hated the baptism the other day, and she sent it to me at the perfect moment, y'all. I was feeling down, and it was just another one of them signs, like we were just talking about, y'all. It was just one of them signs. Turned a bad day into a good day just by her sending me that video. Just reminded me why I'm doing this, why I'm still here. Thank you again, Claudia, for that. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Brandy. Kenneth, if you're there, howdy. Y'all ain't gonna lie. Whenever I started this up, I was aggravated. I figured it was gonna be a bunch of drama and a bunch of arguing on here. This right here was wonderful. But y'all ain't gonna stay on here too much longer or anything. Whitney, can I ask you something? Are you the one I went to Pigeon Roost with? I know it was a long time ago, but you used to be with Dylan in elementary. That was all the way back when Pigeon Roost was open. Just curious. But y'all, like I said, hey Randall, how you doing, buddy? No, I'm good, sissy. I love you too, Lorraine. That's what I thought too, Whitney. It honestly is, Marie. Can I tell you what? This is cheaper than a therapist. I love y'all so much. Y'all don't understand. Y'all's the one making these videos go viral. Y'all's the one putting them in their place. The only thing I'm doing, holding the camera for y'all. And y'all, that explains Marie. She's probably at a friend's house right now. That's not in a good location. I don't personally know her. I'm sorry, Marie. Hey, Ann. Hey, everybody. Everybody, I'm telling y'all, we're gonna have a family reunion on here. Y'all, I'm trying to answer your messages too. Okay. Y'all, I find it so funny that all the ones that was making all the mean hate comments and saying all the rumors that they heard won't come on here and say who said them. Won't show no facts on nothing. My main reason to come on here tonight was just to let you all know that y'all need to request the audio from the night that Jimmy Lee Howard got on alive and quit letting them spread the words that I was the one that made that 911 call. Because y'all, my phone was inside that house long after everything even happened. That's what I want you all to know. I was there that night. John Kirk could have prevented Jimmy Lee Howard from being unalive. Y'all, this ain't about politics to me. Y'all know. This is right here is about getting justice. I want justice for my daughter. I want justice for Jimmy Lee's kids. And that right there is all I'm asking for. That's all I'm praying for. And y'all, listen, whenever they leave hate comment on here, don't message me and be like, oh, no, don't let that bother y'all. It's not bothering me. Y'all just start commenting back on there. Tell them to show facts. Tell them show receipts to what they're saying. Y'all, anything that I try to tell y'all, I can back. I ain't gonna sit here and tell y'all a lie. There's enough of y'all to figure it out, right? If I was lying about something, y'all know I open up, like, let y'all come on here, ask any questions, play what y'all want, and everything. I don't have nothing to hide, nothing to lie about, y'all. And y'all, I'm not gonna answer that because it is a child. They just admitted that. They don't know how stuff works. They continue watching and everything, they will learn how law works and how much manipulating, conniving, trying to think of some other appropriate words that bunch over there are. How they are not in prison for murder right now and attempted murder on myself, my grandfather, my father, my cousin, Katie's dad, blows my mind. But I can promise you this, if they wasn't holding my daughter over my head whenever we was going through court, you all, I would have pushed them charges as hard as I could. He would have got a lot more than 1 year probation. But I wasn't able to push them charges because I was told I was not allowed to see my daughter if I did. And even after he got just 1 year probation for 4 counts of wanton endangerment, which each charge carries a 1 to 5 year sentence, and he got 1 year house arrest on it, they still try to go make up lies the next day and try to say I abused my daughter. Made a Facebook post. I'm sure some of you all remember that. Yeah, I never placed hands on my daughter like that. Now, will I bust her hind end if she needs it? You daggone right. But as far as grabbing her arms, putting marks on her arms or anything like that, no, I don't. Y'all can just ignore her comments. Welcome, Josh. You doing all right, bub? But y'all, I'm gonna hop on off here for a little while. I may get back on here. But I just wanted to clear up some of that. And if y'all got any messages, any questions, shoot me a message, y'all. I got a bunch of people shooting messages just to see if they can do whatever. Y'all screenshot whatever. I ain't got nothing to hide. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Thank y'all so much for everything. Ain't no way I can do this without you. God bless y'all. Love you.